So the familiar story of the shepherd with the 100 sheep, and the one goes astray, and our Lord is the good shepherd who goes in search of the stray. And we are the stray, right? We know that we are the one that the Lord is searching for, and so it's very personal, isn't it? Another thing that I was reading about this gospel is that we don't necessarily. I mean, it's not a compliment to be called a sheep. But at the same time, the image is given of the shepherd and the sheep, and we're the sheep over and over again. So there's something that we have in common with the sheep. We need a shepherd is one thing, but sheep are also social animals. And I was reading this morning that the one sheep that would be lost from the flock, it would be a tremendously distressing reality for that sheep. That sheep would want to be in the fold, would want to have a sense of community, would want to have the presence of the shepherd. And so we see Jesus is the good shepherd that goes in search of us. And so as we think about our Lord seeking us out, the voice of one crying out in the desert, which we know is John the Baptist, because we heard that this past Sunday. We began the reading this morning, kind of a long first reading from the prophet Isaiah, chapter 40, if you are paying attention. And chapter 40 is significant because Isaiah is a very long book. Some scholars break it into two sections, first Isaiah and second Isaiah. Some actually break it into three. But this is definitely second Isaiah. This is the beginning of the second part of the book of Isaiah, and it is called the book of consolation or the book of comfort. And what was the first word this morning? Comfort. Give comfort to my people, says your God. Because the first part of Isaiah is all about you people are going down the wrong road, you're messing up, you're going to go into exile, you're going to be taken over. It's all these prophecies, not of doom, but of warning, stern warning. And now the second part of Isaiah is God calling for the prophet to give comfort. Comfort. Give comfort to my people, says your God. Speak tenderly to Jerusalem. Proclaim to her that her service is at an end. Her guilt is expiated. A voice cries out in the desert. Again, we know that's a prophecy of John's coming, and John is foretelling our Lord's coming. Make straight in the wasteland a highway for our God. And it's interesting, we think about this voice of comfort. The next thing it says, all flesh, a voice cries out. I will answer, what shall I cry out? All flesh is grass, all their glory like the flower of a field. The grass withers, the flower wilts, and the breath of the Lord blows upon it. So this people is the grass. And essentially saying, our life is very short. That's the point of the prophet, comparing us to the grass of the field, that it all comes and goes very quickly. And so the grass withers and the flower wilts. The word of our God stands forever. And so the good news is that God comes to rescue us from being lost, comes to rescue us from our alienation, comes to rescue us in some respects from walking through this valley of darkness. That Jesus is the light that comes to gather us back to the Father. Again, a saint reflecting on the gospel today speaks about it like this, that we're the 99. I mean, we are the sheep, and Jesus is the good shepherd. It says, will he not leave the 99 in the hills? And the saint reflecting on this reading says, that's the 99 in the hills are the angels in heaven. Okay, and the shepherd that comes in search of the stray is Jesus in the incarnation. And he comes down and he takes on flesh. and then he seeks out to find us. And so that has the Christmas theme as our Lord comes to seek us out. So I say to you this morning, comfort. Give comfort to my people. Give comfort. And so we receive, I hope today, the word of consolation, that our Lord will not leave us lost, but he will seek us out. May we be found by our Lord as he seeks us.